We have a flyers last resort policy. So if we get a brief in, we look at it as a team and the producers and consider all other routes first. So obviously remote shooting, long haul train travel for anything that we're doing that's reachable in Europe, and then if we do need to travel, who needs to go? Can we swap that role out locally? What class of flight can they take? And then actually when we have traveled, we look at, is there additional value we can bolt onto it? So we had a producer had to go out to New Orleans for a shoot, but actually she bolted on a holiday and then went to a trade show. So had triple value, which meant that we'd probably save 2 flights further down the line. So yeah, that's one thing. Another is all veg and plant-based foods as a policy, especially when shooting in the UK for sure. And actually the really good a good tip there is ask your caterer before you book them what vegetarian plant-based options they provide. And this comes back to the communication piece, that the power that we have in change is to do with the transactional process. So before you've booked a studio, ask them if they have renewable energy and who their supplier is. Before you book a caterer, ask them, can they do vegetarian, plant-based, and what options do they? Is it just one? Can they do 3? Before you engage a crew or a lighting company. So by the time, before you've booked, once you've confirmed people, you've confirmed people. So that's a really good policy we build in. The call sheet email, I think, like super important. So when the call sheet goes out, all crew, agency, client are going to read that. And it's the one time you can get any really good info into it. And we try and explain our thinking. So we explain it's going to be a vegetarian or plant-based meal, but come and speak to production if you have an issue with that and you've got any dietary issues and so on. And we rather than it just being about bring a plastic water bottle because sustainability is really important, we try and explain actually what are the wider changes. Lift sharing, we have to switch to a lift sharing culture in the film industry. It's like the addiction to single car use has to change. That's a communication cultural piece we need to work on. So we put that into the call sheet email as well. So, and then we're 1% for the planet, so 1% of budgets. We put it as an optional, but we are members of 1% for the planet, and that goes to rewilding and tree planting events and charities down here in Sussex, and part of a rewilding charity in Romania and Bulgaria. And we're part of, we've got our B Corp certification, so it sort of all plays into that.